Hello again. Right, today I've had to pick this up from my mate Jason. It's his granddaughter's little moped, well, quad. It's got a little bit of a. It's starting, it's running, it's revving, it's doing everything. But as soon as you start to rev to go forward, it's very, very sluggish and doesn't want to take any power. It's hardly moving. So I think it's got something to do with the drive. So what we'll do now is we'll dig into it and see where we get to. Let's try this one. So, you've just seen me undo that cover. Underneath here is the chain drive. That is very, very slack. So, I think the first thing to do is tighten the chain, see if that actually does anything. Now we're back on the bench. I've removed the rear wheels just because, one, they were dirty and I don't keep on knocking into them. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to undo these 5 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10mm bolts. We're going to pull that off and we're going to have a look at the belt, see what the belt's like inside, see if it's loose or not, and pull the clutch off and the drive and all that lot, and have a dive into that. Now that's off, you can see that there's copious amounts of rubber. The belt, not sure, it seems very, very, very slack, very, very slack. There's a lot of rubber and all that lot in the bottom of there and around here. So we'll pull off the drive to get to the clutch. We'll make sure that everything's all okay, and it might just be it needs a new belt. So, okay, so we've undone the nut. There's a little washer on there we've got to be careful of. We'll put that down there, like so. Bit of dirt on my bench, put that out of the way. And pull the starter ring off, actually. And this has got a dish on it because them two push together and pull this belt back. And then to go faster and slower. What we've got here is, I've just noticed, is somebody in the past has taken the restrictor. There was a collar on here that's supposed to be a restrictor collar, and that's been taken off, but because that's still there, that's been trying to go up and get inside here, which has been probably destroying the belt. Actually, the belt's probably narrower than what it should be. So what we need to do is, pull that out of the way, is pull the clutch off, okay, all the way with that shoulder on as well. Okay, let's have a look inside there. What's happened here is it's got a collar on it, and this should have 6 weights in it. If somebody's tried to get a bit of more performance out of it, it should only have 3. So somebody has tried to do that, but we've got all this. The best thing to do here is pull that sleeve out, like so, and funnily enough, is turn it the opposite way and put it back in again. Okay? That stops it from that's got a rim on it. If it's this way round, it's gonna sit. Let me just push that back on there. And all the way. That rim isn't there, which means that the belt can come all the way down and sit on the top of there. So if I just push that back on again, just slightly like that, and put the belt on, the belt can come and push that back on, sorry, and we put that, the belt can come all the way down and there's no rib. If this was the belt is definitely thinner, and then it can come all the way down. That rim has been, if you look at this belt, it's flat that side and it's got an angle this side. That's been pulling on that angle. So I think this belt is on its way out. I'm going to clean all this around and get everything all apart, all this gump out and the rubber and all that lot, and then we're going to have another look at it. But that being narrower, they pull against each other, and that's very slack now in there. So now I have removed the clutch and everything, and then this is coming off, little sleeve on there, and that is the spigot that, oh, watch on, that falls out. Make sure we're okay with that. Anyway, I'll get that in a minute. But there's a spigot in there, little pegs in there that you have to take out, and then that, as you can see, that is where the power to make the belt come smaller here, or go smaller and larger when it's on there. So this one gets smaller while the other one gets larger, one gets larger while the other one gets smaller, and that gives you that power because they're transferring from the engine to the drive. So once I've got a new belt, I will just clean all this area up first, clean it all up, get a new belt, put that on, and then it can be off the bench. So with everything stripped out, this is what we're left with. that's the belt, which I'm sure needs to be another third bigger than that, wider than that. So this is what the next part of the job is to get all of this old belt dust out of here. So let's get on it. And there we have it, clean. So all I've got to do now is wait for the belt and get it all back together again. So that could be a part 2. So bye for now.